if you've been trying to move on from your ex-lover or your ex-girlfriend, but every time you do so, you always come back to the idea that there is no one better than her, then I'm here to help you out. The reason why I'm making this video today is because I recently talked to a client of mine, and as my client and I were talking, he told me this story about how he's been trying to get over his ex. So for the last few months, he's been going on a lot of different dates. He's been having sex with different partners, and he also hired me as someone to help him in his romantic life. And one thing that he kept saying was, you know, I kept trying, and for the last few months, I haven't been able to move on. I haven't been able to move forward with meeting someone new. And when I talked to him a little bit more about this, he mentioned, you know, I've tried for a year, but every time I tried to meet someone fantastic, I noticed that no one ever compared to her. I want to break down some of the conversation gold nuggets in here that can help you in your own relationships and how you can move forward. Number one, the reason why he's struggling so much to move on forward with meeting someone new is because he always keeps doing this thing called comparison. And so whoever he's dating or he's trying to move on to, he always comes back to comparing her, this new person, to his old relationship. The problem with this is that whenever you start comparing, you know, this new person to your old relationship, is that you forget that this person that you used to date was not perfect. Because when you look back at who this person is that you thought was so great, there was a reason why he broke up, and why maybe you broke up with the person that you were dating or were in a relationship with. And there's a reason why it didn't work out. So if you look back and see that this person that you were dating wasn't really perfect, you see that they're a human, then now you can compare humans to humans. Because what most people do is they compare human of the person they're now seeing to an idealized version of who they were dating in the past. And when you do that, the person that's the idealized version is always gonna win because they're perfect. So the first thing that you have to do to make this person less idealized is by remembering not only the good times and the good things about this person, but to remember about the bad things as well. You see, the bad things are the things that made you guys not be a match. So I want you to remember something that was unattractive about her. I want you to remember the moments where you guys fought, or you guys disagreed, or had different viewpoints. I want you to remember anything that made her human. And so the more you can put her in the category of a human, the more you can now compare these two people. And number two, he came to me and he said, you know, I've been trying this for a few months now, and it's just not working. There's just no one better. Perhaps I should reach back out to her and try to win her over. And so here's the thing. When you try a few months or even a year, that's to me not enough time. It depends how much time you spend on it, but still, you don't know when you're gonna meet someone absolutely fantastic. By giving yourself a time limit where you say, well, I've been trying this for a few months, or I've tried for a year and I'm still thinking about her, that must mean that I should go back to her. Well, no, unless you really want to. A lot of times I kind of know what happens when you go back to your ex. You go back to the same dynamics of what you went through. I normally will say most of the time you don't want to go back to the ex, because what you want to really do is focus on the future. So give yourself a little more time in pursuing something new, because you might still be attached to what you had from the past. And number three, the last thing I told my client was, if you really can't move on because you still think that she's the greatest, then go ahead and reach out to her and maybe like have a dinner, maybe have a time where you hang out for a little bit, but don't put all your eggs in that basket. Instead, put your main priority, most of your energy in meeting a new lover. Because the more you spend your energy on meeting a new lover, the more of a chance you will come across someone that shakes up your world. and she might be someone that you least expect. You know, a lot of times you hear people say, when you least expect it, someone may come. And that can happen when you're at least open to the possibility of it. And if you can open up the possibility that there is someone better out there for you than that ex-lover or ex-girlfriend of yours, then you'll stop comparing so much and trying to find a replica of that ex-girlfriend. And instead, you're gonna be open to finding someone even newer and even better for you. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you missed my last video on you keep thinking about your ex, then you might wanna watch that video right over there to help you get through that as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta for now, and I'll talk to you real soon.